Joining us live and exclusive on India Today. But before I go across to him, I want to go across to Devinder Sharma, one of India's leading food and trade policy experts. Mr. Sharma, welcome to India Today. Can you give us your sense of whether the plight of the migrants that's haunting the country at this time would be alleviated to some extent, at least on the back of the second tranche announced by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman?
Well, there is no denying, as far as the migrant workers are concerned, at least on the food requirement issue, the government, the two steps that it has taken are laudable. And the first, of course, is that even if you don't have a ration card, you have access to food, and this is going to benefit about 8 crore migrant workers. And the other one, of course, is one country, one ration card, which is very crucial because I know lots of families who have ration cards in other states and are unable to access ration here. So I think these two, at least, announcements are very, very positive. And they were, of course, as you said earlier, der se aaye durust aaye. And that is what should have been done earlier. But nevertheless, I think it's better to be late than never. Having said that, Rahul, the expectation on agriculture, I think, or what I see now is there's nothing to cheer about as far as what has been announced today. Although the Finance Minister has said that in the days to come, she's going to talk more about agriculture. So let's keep our fingers crossed. But let's be very clear that at a time when the industry was down and there was no consumption demand for anything else except for food, it is agriculture which kept the lifeline alive. And that, despite...
Would you like to see? What do you think the government can still do from the amount that has been announced by Prime Minister Modi? 2 tranches are over, 3 tranches still to come. What more specifically, Devinder Sharma, would you like to see?
Well, I would like to see that each farmer under the PM Kisan scheme gets at least input of 10,000 rupees as PM Kisan direct income support. If you see under the PM Kisan scheme, we are already giving 6,000 rupees per year, which comes to about 75,000 crore rupees annual expenditure. Now, if we were to give 10,000 rupees to each farmer, it would be less than 1.5 lakh crore. I think that's the minimum farmers need at this critical juncture because they have suffered a lot. Let's not forget all perishable crops they have suffered. Vegetables, fruits, milk, flowers, you name it, and they have suffered. And also when it comes to crop procurement, they have done a remarkable job in the procuring wheat crop, bringing the procurement to the levels expected. And I think despite the labor shortage, despite the crisis that happened in this country, at least a stimulus package of 100 rupees per quintal additional to the MSP should be given to farmers. I think that
how do we deal with the issue of labor shortage? I just want to tell our viewers, in about just a short while from now, Sanjeev Sanyal will join us live on this broadcast. But I have one more question for Devinder Sharma. How should we deal with the issue of labor shortage? A lot of the laborers have gone back to their villages or on their way back. And now you've got a situation where you want to get industry up and running. How do you try and do that in the absence of labor? That is the critical question.
That's a very critical question because labor shortage we have seen in Punjab now. Let's look at Punjab. Punjab in the season to come, which is the paddy season. The state government is getting ready to overcome the labor shortage. They are introducing direct sowing of paddy, for which they are needing machines to be supplied to the farmers. I think that's the kind of approach we have to follow here. But in many other states, there is abundance of labor also because this labor that has gone back is something that they will have extra hands to take care of. And
okay.
Is one activity which could have also, as the minister said very clearly, 30% to 40% or 50% more man days are expected to be created.
All right.
I think we need to expand the Manrega also from 100 days minimum employment to about 150 days minimum employment at this critical juncture.
Thank you very much, Devinder Sharma, for joining us with your thoughts. Really appreciate your time. Thank you, sir. I want to go